Silvio Pupo-Casco is a serial entrepreneur, activist, and philanthropist, Miami native, catalyzing regenerative finance and systems change through tech, education, and investments in social and environmental solutions. Mr. Pupo has been an ambassador for the city of Miami as an appointee to the Mayor's Council on Global Competitiveness, chairman of Governance Blockchain Association in Florida, and a federal advisor on advanced technologies with the American Council for Technology. He received a global education in international finance and philosophy with a bachelor's from the University of Florida, with studies abroad in Bocconi University in Milan, Hong Kong University of Science and Technology in China, and he is the kind of energetic person that will be in charge of things in 20 years, and so we want to make sure that he has a proper education. Thank you, Silvio. We thought Silvio is the sort of energetic presentation that I think it's good to start off a morning with, in case you didn't get enough caffeine from your hortalito. Thank you.
Hello, good morning Miami, how you doing? Yes, I am energetic. No, I have not had coffee yet. I figured I'd wait till after the speech to have coffee just to spare everybody too much jolt. But I'm glad to be here. I want to give a special thank to Mario Loyola, Professor in the EFRN and Bolo Foundation for helping get this event together and making this work possible and having me here. My name is Silvio Pupo. I'm part of the first cohort of visiting scholars at FIU's Environmental Finance and Risk Management program. After a decade at the intersection of technology, government, and impact investing, I'm glad to finally find a home for my theory of change and to receive the support to prove a more holistic system for finance, accounting, and regenerative economics. I think we can accomplish this by incorporating natural capital wealth as an indicator to complement GDP, inflation, and job numbers. Our economic reality is much like the ocean. It makes up 80% of the world, and yet so much is hidden beneath the surface. Its power and mystery is seldom understood, but a skilled sailor can navigate, and see much more than meets the eye. So let us set sail into a new economic reality and lead the experiments that test these theories to set our course beyond sustainability and towards regeneration, aligning our sails to the wind, much like aligning these projects to the goals of the Paris Climate Accord, which you have sitting on your desk, our local resilience 305 plans, and the national strategy to develop statistics that enable environmental economic decisions through a methodical accounting for nature unlike we've ever seen before. This comes at a critical time where Miami-Dade considers a $10 billion proposal from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to build a seawall, a wall, with little to no calculation of a cost-benefit analysis for nature-based solutions or the ecosystem services or the social value they provide. All right. Innovation is key to tackling the unprecedented environmental challenges that are facing our planet and our community today. While top-down decarbonization efforts are important, they are not enough. We need to harness emerging technologies like IoT networks, environmental sensors, blockchain, digital twinning to measure, monitor, manage natural capital assets in real time, giving us a better understanding of our environment and the economic and social dynamics that exist within it. When not using statistics, but maybe something that allows us to create visually beautiful, easy to understand 3D reality that empowers a grassroots movement of citizen science. Internet of Things, or IoT, networks of connected devices that can collect data and share it in real time. Environmental sensors that can detect changes in conditions for air or water quality, or digital tinting is a technique that creates a virtual model of a physical environment. For example, IoT networks can help monitor energy and water consumptions in buildings and identify areas where efficiencies can be improved. Environmental sensors can help track the spread of pollution in waterways or air quality in urban areas. Digital twinning can help stimulate the impact of development on an ecosystem and regions like our Biscayne Bay and the watershed in the case of the $10 billion seawall that's being proposed. Open source platforms powered with artificial intelligence and public-private partnerships can help us aggregate environmental data layers into sustainable, usable, and searchable platforms, which facilitate collaboration and protect intellectual property and individual privacy. This can help us build a more comprehensive understanding of our reality, our environmental challenges, including climate change, deforestation, and biodiversity loss. For example, an open source platform could allow scientists to collaborate on research, to better understand the impact of plastic pollution on marine life, and to better understand where their work can add the greatest value to the body of knowledge and the research that's being done. A public-private partnership could help finance the development of new business models like a net zero smart city, for example, and AI enable our citizens and resilience officers to gain operational insights from data. Today, Miami-Dade County does not have, across its different cities and universities, a single source of truth of knowledge to make an informed, data-driven decision for policy, operation, or infrastructure investment decisions for that matter. As a step towards this, I will be hosting the Miami Climate Collab-a-thon this upcoming Earth Day, April 22nd, that will gather the city's data stewards to create a unified and shared digital infrastructure we're calling Open Climate 305. Open Climate 305 is our first milestone in a series of workshops I plan to lead to empower decision makers to enable a grassroots movement of citizen science through gamification, to enrich that data, like through the use of tree stewardship games in the hand of local students and NGOs like the Boy and Girl Scouts. After we organize Miami-Dade County data, we will have a blueprint for the rest of the country. We can expand our work further to integrate, harmonize, and aggregate additional stakeholders in South Florida, the state, the Southeast region, and the world. I'm excited to do this work and present our findings at COP28 in Dubai at the end of this year as a contribution to the first ever Global Stock Take Challenge. At FIU's EFRM, we're excited to combine theory with real-world, real-time action across interdisciplinary, multi-stakeholder actors, something that's effectively key for any of this work to actually get done. We can also use enriched data to create new environmental financial assets, such as parametric insurance, which can pay out based on pre-agreed environmental disasters, nature-based solutions and digital certificates to create investable natural capital as an asset class, which enables investment into the transparency of environmental assets. For example, parametric insurance policy could help a farmer mitigate the financial risk of crop failure due to natural disaster. A nature-based solutions certificate could help a real estate developer incorporate green infrastructure in living shorelines, while developing designs that reduce their carbon footprint, as well as reducing their insurance costs. Based on these efforts, our faculty and students will be tooled in crafting innovative solutions that can provide the private sector information and programs they need to keep us, as well as the government and our environment, well protected. As Abraham Lincoln once said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And that's what we're doing here today. By pushing the frontiers of environmental finance and risk management, by training the next generation of leaders in the field, and by working closely with our community of stakeholders, we are creating a more sustainable future for Miami and the world. I'm excited to engage with my fellow visiting scholars and thankful for the opportunity to be hosted by EFRM as part of this first cohort. So let us embrace this challenge. Let us work together. Let us create a future that's worth and worthy of our vision for Miami as a climate tech hub for the world. Let's sail into the sunset and dive beneath the surface together. Thank you so much.